Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
It's game time! That's what it is! That's what it is, baby! Let's do it! Let's do it! Down, defense!
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Young slow complete here to Ayuk.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge, and they complete the pass there for another first down.
Clark Phillips there to stop him.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bryce Young.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
On play action, here's Ritter. This ball down the field for Pitts.
Oh, wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Rager catches it left side.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Jalen Rager
From 8 yards out.
and the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive had 4 plays.
And the drive was polished off on the touchdown catch by Jalen Rager.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Young on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. 7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Ritter now on second down.
Eluding the pressure right.
That'll be caught.
It's Rager. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Ritter to throw it. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Out left and complete to Thornton.
Touchdown!
Tyquan Thornton
Taking it in.
And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Young looks to throw on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Robinson now on to punt this one away.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Robinson.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get... Oh, Young loses it.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and then get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Jalen Rager
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now Young.
But that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Young to throw it.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 11 now.
Now here's Young.
And throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution. To the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll throw again. Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Here's Young. Open man to tight end Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Young to throw it.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air once more, Young. Touchdown, Panthers.
Elijah Moore.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 21-17.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st down, Ritter. A throw on the money to Rager.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Jalen Rager
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Crew up and pushes the lead out to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
1st down, Young.
Got a man. That's Ayuk.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Young from the shotgun.
He's got Mingo.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Young now.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Young.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. He'll fire deep for Rager.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you down.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jalen Rager and the offense back out for another series here. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Robinson with another carry. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and 6. Ritter back to throw.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London,
28 yards.
and the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Now Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to come up there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On play action, Young. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field.
Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him,
He's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception. We're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Young. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so it makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about
there he goes, right side. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Handoff now to Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player.
half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Black walk, blue check, Smith red.
1st and 10, Young. Short pass caught by Henry. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Okay, ready?
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Young working out of the gun.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Young.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, break.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
On 2nd down, Young again.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Young.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll go down at the 28. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Check pink, yellow, line, opposite, green, switch, yellow.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go play action. Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Blue check, Smith west, check right, check pink.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Young on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They'll turn to Sanders.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Ritter now.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 61 yards. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Young to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Young. Short pass caught by Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. Looking to throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Here we go, set.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down.
That is incomplete.
And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Set, ready.
Here's Ritter. That is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Roger, 37 yards. And the
extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
And the Panthers coming out now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Young.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Young now from the 50. Short pass caught by Henry. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll throw again. Young. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Bobby Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats